It has been exactly 2 months since I shaved my head for the very last time. Here's why it was the worst mistake of my life. Around this time last year, I felt that as an artist, as a creative, I was shifting back to my comfort zones, my comfort colors, my comfort styles. I was repeating the same colors that I've done prior simply because I knew they would look good, and B, I knew they would perform well. So I took it upon myself to take on the greatest creative transformation that I could do, that I could think of, to shave my head. And so I started announcing that I'll be going shorter and shorter until eventually I would end up with a buzz cut. And you guys were all for it. Started with a mullet, loved it. Went for a long pixie, loved it. Went for a short kind of boyish cut, absolute divinity. And then April 30th, I shaved off my hair. Shaving off my hair was the greatest creative decision that I could have taken. As an artist who was feeling stuck, who was feeling an artistic block, it creatively charged me. All of a sudden, I was anew, afresh with ideas, with designs, with patterns, with colors, with everything. I dyed hearts on my head. It recreated my tattoo on my buzz cut. I dyed my hair with henna in an actual henna design, and I finished it off with Hungarian embroidery designs that got reposted by so many people. It got viewed so many times. It was the definition of a career-defining moment, except that it wasn't. Since I shaved off my hair, I have lost 75,000 followers on Instagram. My YouTube views have never been lower. You guys were never this brutally honest. Shaving my hair was regrettably the worst decision I could have done for my career. I don't regret shaving my hair. I don't regret the act of it. I don't regret doing it. I encourage it to this day to every single woman and man who feels trapped by their hair, who feels that their hair might be holding them back from certain things. You guys didn't see it that way. You guys didn't see it as the hair girl who's made it her entire life journey to transform her hair from A to B to C to D, has now shaved her head. You guys didn't see it that way. You guys saw it as the girl that dyes her hair bright colors all the time, and I live vicariously through it, just shaved off her only good part. Turns out shaving off your hair is a big deal. Blown my mind so much that I've now officially considered this a social experiment. I'm putting it to rest officially. I just wanted to get off my chest. Anyways, while shaving off my head brought out a great deal of emotion and reaction from a bunch of people, it also made me realize just how hair grows. Turns out certain times when you want to really and truly analyze hair pattern growth or even just hair structure, you really do have to kind of get down to the core of it. So it took me until I shaved off all of my head to realize that my hair pattern growth is a bit wonky. And I did not know that I had such pronounced female pattern baldness. When I shaved off my head and I was like, oh, wow, my hair grows sparse in the front, I was shocked. It didn't bother me, but it definitely fascinated me because I was always under this impression that my hair was, top quality. I don't know. It was like my Hungarian and my Maltese genes will give me nice, good, thick hair. Turns out it doesn't, and I actually had literally the same kind of receding pattern as men, and I was like, interesting. So I was like, the next experiment that I'm going to do after shaving my head is growing out my hair, which sounds easy to do. All you have to do is wait. Anyways, no, I was like, I have this baldness, this thinning of hair on my hairline, which is very evident in a lot of my buzz cut designs. And I was like, I'm going to make it my life's mission to find something that will fix it. I think I may have found it. This was my hair the very last day that I shaved it for the very last time. As you can see, there is considerable thinning, balding, light patches, evident that there was hair loss in that area. This is my hair exactly 1 month and 3 weeks later, or 7 weeks later. You guys are going to argue that yes, that is just what happens when hair grows. What happens if you film, the before and after 7 weeks apart. And I would agree with you, except that hair only grows in length. And my hair, while it did get longer, just like hair does, it also got fuller. And that is because I found something incredible. If I was used as the after portion for hair transplant surgery, I would be very successful, because it does look like my hairline got so much thicker, specifically right there. Before, I had very problem areas, specifically here, but even along my hairline, I could see that it was thinner and a bit sparse. It's like a wig that's been overplucked. So I started using something, and here is what my hair looks like now. Female pattern baldness around my temples has pretty much closed up and is now growing same as my other hair. And then my favorite part to demonstrate are all the shorter hairs over here that are not nearly as long. Look, you can see it right there. So this hair right here should be this long if it grows with your normal hair. But this hair only started growing the minute I started applying this insane product. This is what you need in your life. This video is in partnership with Revella. They didn't approach me. The minute I started seeing that I had baldness around my hairline, and I was like, that's not great, I started researching hair growth brands, hair gummies, hair vitamins, hair serums that I could use. And I came across this one. So I reached out to them and I was like, can I have a sample for me to try? They very kindly sent out their hair revival serum. Now this is the second bottle that they've sent me. Those were the hairs that were growing because of this serum. As I kept applying it more and more frequently, you're meant to do it daily, I started noticing that there was hair growing from places that hair has never grown before. These were dormant follicles, the tube that the hair grows from, that previously were not producing any hair, it was not growing anything, that this thing revived and set into motion, including follicles that were specifically affected by this area. So the brand Revella, I actually spoke to them. I got on a video call with them and they kind of explained how it started. They found this customer pain point. Again, hair loss that isn't really spoken about, especially in women. Most hair growth products always kind of remix and recycle different ingredients and different products. But they were like, let's go out and test 12,000 different active ingredients to see which one will actually work. And they stumbled across this ingredient called proselinil. It was discovered through AI testing because they were actively checking which ingredients and which molecules and which compounds were actively working on growing hair and seeing what results are. And AI discovered that this one specific ingredient that is the main active agent in this, proselinil, was outperforming every other ingredient. This is liquid gold right here. Who is this good for and how do you use it? Obviously, this is the perfect product for anyone who wants to achieve thicker looking, fuller looking hair because it promotes new hair growth. It's also really great for mothers who are experiencing postpartum hair loss. People experiencing alopecia. I feel like alopecia is something that isn't discussed fully. There are many different types of alopecia. This thing can tackle general alopecia, like general hair loss, but if you have traction alopecia, which is when hair is lost specifically around the hairline from it being pulled too hard, you will see this a lot on dancers, on people who wear extensions a lot. This will help against that. And I have a feeling part of what I had was traction alopecia. How do you use it? I'm gonna show you. I need to go wash my hair. Let me go wash my hair. You don't actually need to wash your hair. You can actually do this on dry hair, but I always like to do it right after I wash my hair. On dry or towel dry hair, a dropper amount of the serum. And you apply it on your problem areas. Now this is quite a liquid formula and it's very concentrated. So this one dropper will be enough. And then you can take your fingers or scalp massager and you start massaging it in. The minute the hair started growing, I started to feel the prick of the new hair growth and I noticed it immediately. However, if you have longer hair, it's going to take you a while longer to recognize that hair is growing, so you'll most likely start seeing results in 6 to 8 weeks. Then recommended, and I'll be excited to get to this stage, that once the hair reaches desired thickness and fullness that you're after, basically once the hair isn't thinning as much, you don't apply as regular. You apply maybe once every 3 days. I'm actually going to apply it there. So for the next few months, that is how I'm going to be dealing with my female pattern baldness. I'm going to be linking the Revela Hair Revival Serum and the entire Revela page down below. I'll leave it up to you guys to check them out. However, if you need more proof, stick around for more upcoming videos to see just how my hair is growing. In other news, look how cute my pixie is looking. We're officially no longer in the buzz cut stage. I am officially in a cute little pixie stage. Oh my god, look, I can put my hair behind my ears. Shave off your hair, ladies. You won't face the same outcome that I did because you probably aren't a hair creators. That was all the wisdom I wish to impart today. Or I'm not holding grudges. Everything that I learned in the past few months has been honestly like a bit of a social experiment. I was seeing just how truly hair affects people's opinion of other people. Stick around for my hair growth journey and stick around for my upcoming videos because I will be producing more. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll give it a go and I will see you on my next video. Toodaloo, baby girls.